I am a filmmaker host for the Garden State Film Festival. It is our 24th annual festival, and it'll be from March 26th to the 29th, right here. We have 9 different venues across Asbury Park and Cranford, New Jersey, and we are showing over 200 films from various different countries. One of those films I get to talk about today with Robert Mandelberg, the director and writer, is Pencils. Robert, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Mike. I'm excited.
I'm super excited too. And I'm going to get this out of the way, what we just talked about before. You are actually married to Nika Stewart, who I had the pleasure of interviewing before.
I am married to Nika Stewart. Believe it or not, I'm extraordinarily fortunate to get to be married to that filmmaker, author, creative for the last 26 years. And she has a music video in the festival. Actually, I can, and very excited to see her video on the block just before mine.
Yeah, as you saw, I was blown away. I don't even know what to say. We'll get right into it. So, Pencils is the name of your film.
It is.
And it's an abstract kind of film. Would you like to discuss a little bit about how you came up with it and everything?
Sure. Yeah, it is abstract. It's an avant-garde piece, something I came up with quite a while ago. Actually, I think I dreamt it. I woke up, I had a pad, I reached for my pad, and with groggy eyes, I wrote it down, and then I looked at it, and I was a little bit confused by it, but I lived with it for a while, and then all these years later, we put it together into a film.
I'm glad you said dream, because now that you mentioned that sound, it does kind of feel like you're in a dream watching it. Like when you wake up and you can't remember exactly what it was, kind of like a foggy haze around the story itself. If you wanted to summarize a little bit about not necessarily the plot, but what to expect, maybe?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if audiences, a lot of audiences are hung up on saying a plot in a movie.
Right.
Plot's overrated. You're probably not going to find much of a plot in this. It is more of a dystopian, let's say a bizarre, unusual, but very compelling piece. It follows the story of these 2 vagabonds, retired Lieutenant Colonel Frickett and his companion Lucky. They go on an arduous journey. It's a quest for human connection. It's a quest for meaningfulness in their bleak lives. But really, I think it's a comedy.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Comedy. I mean, I'm not sure. I think we're going to hear some laughter. I think people are going to be very confused. There's going to be slack-jawed, and I'm looking forward to the myriad reactions of the audience when they see this piece.
I am as well. I hope I'm able to catch that screening so I can also see how the audience reacts. I had to look up what vagabonds meant, which I'm embarrassed about. But yeah, so
I might have to look that up too. But yeah, I mean, it defies a definition. I think it defies genre. It's a piece that you just have to. It's 7 minutes. You sit there, you watch it, you feel it, and then you walk away with your own interpretation. And I think that people are going to get different things out of it. One thing I tell people is, how do I explain this? Let me take a step back here. When I first decided to produce this film, I found this incredible director of photography, Matt Kepler is his name, and I explained the vision to him, and he got it right away. We were talking about things like Eraserhead, Waiting for Godot, Eugene Ionesco, the French absurdist movement back in the 50s, and he got it. And I explained to him, this is probably not going to be universally a universally loved piece. I think people are going to be confused. Some people might love it. It might be kind of like a cult type of a thing that only people of a certain type of preference will really love it. But it came out perfect. When I say perfect, it matched my vision perfectly. Good or bad, whether people like it or not, this is actually a perfect execution of the vision. Matt got it, the actors got it, and it was absolutely a beautiful experience putting this together.
I think I got it, maybe. I don't want to get ahead of myself. You mentioned the cast and everything. Would you want to give a shout out to everybody that was a part?
I would absolutely love to. John Dwyer and Jimmy Esposito are the two veteran actors here. They have an extensive list of credits. And then we have two very special people who this is their first time acting, Pete Mikosh and Leon Sorolnik. The entire cast is made up of senior citizens. Leon just turned 87, and it was so beautiful having him coming out early morning. We had to get there for a dawn shoot. We needed to have the sunrise. And this guy was a trooper, and it was fantastic watching their reactions, seeing them join in, and you would never know that they're first-time actors. They were absolutely brilliant in what they delivered.
I agree. I thought everyone gave a great performance in this film.
That's very nice of me to say. It's and when I say that, some people get it, some people don't. I don't mean to sound like it's snobby or something. It's really not. It's like it might resonate with you, it might not, but it's probably something unlike you've ever seen before. That pretty much I'm sure of, and I hope people like it. I really do. It's a very special piece to me.
I believe people will like it. I have theories and stuff.
Okay.
That we can get into.
Sure.
I have questions as well. If you want to, well, I am the interviewer, so I will ask these questions. When they're pulling the box behind them, a random thing I thought was, why don't they get a thing with wheels?
That's a good question. Lucky is, we all go through life with a burden. Lucky's burden is physical. He's pulling this very heavy appendage, and he's taking it on a very long journey. He's lucky because his burden is only physical. If you take a look at his companion, retired Lieutenant Colonel Frickett, his burden is much deeper. It's in his soul, and he's trying to relieve that burden. He's trying to make a connection. So Lucky, as much as he's unlucky carrying this physical burden, he's really the lucky one. It's only physical. And as we all know, the burden of our emotional burdens, mental burdens, burdens in our soul, those are things that are much deeper and much more difficult to deal with. Like I said, it's a comedy, though.
Yeah, right. Nothing funnier. Yeah. So the pencils aspect of it, if you wanted to go into it, I don't think it's exactly going at the plot that isn't there, as you said. What would you, and the gentleman with the typewriter? So yeah, go ahead.
No, gentleman with the typewriter, sure. That's my 87-year-old Leon Sorolnik. He plays Eugene, because it's reminiscent of Eugene Ionesco. And for the people who may or may not know him, very big in the absurdist movement, theater of the absurd, very avant-garde. A lot of his work focuses on the impossibility of meaningful communication, the difficulty of finding meaning in our lives as we go through and we endeavor to try to put meaning on it. So symbolically, even though his name is not mentioned, that's really who he is. And I absolutely love him in this. But yeah, it's the typewriter is almost like a character in itself. It's a very important piece that I think ties everything together in the film.
I have a theory. I don't want to risk spoiling anything about the typewriter and what happens at the end when. You know what I'm talking about?
The riveting ending. Yes, we'll keep that as a surprise. But listen, I could talk about this all day, but I will mention this. We completed this filming on October 27th. The deadline for the Garden State Film Festival is November 1st. This was my target festival. This is where I want to be. I was here last year with my debut film.
Yeah.
So we worked like crazy to edit this, and we got something up by the 1st as a work in progress. And then Matt, the director of photography, did another edit of it, something completely different, and that really matched the vision. And it delivered something that I thought was so striking and so compelling that we completely changed direction, and we use that as a working copy, and thankfully we finished that on time. I forgot what the question was with it, but that's really the crux of the creative process in how this manifested.
That is incredible. Yeah, I know like some films, depending on how large they are, could take months, if not years. So 4 or 5 days to really get it cooking.
To get our rough cut and
Yeah,
to at least put something in there, and then we finally did meet that deadline. But you know, by the time the score was delivered and the final cut was done, we got it in just in time, and I'm very grateful and really looking forward to seeing some of the reactions here. And I think it's going to run the gamut.
I agree. I think yeah. I'm still thinking about it. I actually watched it twice because I wanted to see if I could pick up stuff maybe I missed. And I did notice, if I hope this isn't uh, not getting, but like there's flashes of an image, like when they're going over the bridge. And
Fantastic. Yeah, you caught that. Wow.
and
I mean, I'll tell you right now, there is a flash there. If you really take a good look at it, you might recognize what it is. But yeah, it's I love that. That's an invention of Matt. He put that into the edit, and it really, I think, aligns with the bizarre feel of the film. It's a little bit unsettling, but it is there. My favorite part, actually, in the final product, I didn't realize how much the sound design was going to impact the quality of this film, and I am absolutely blown away with the design that Matt put together on that end of it. And when people see it, I think that you can't help but feel that the way the sound impacted the film. To me, it was really much more of a visual expression, but combined with the audio that is incorporated in this, I think really makes it a very compelling piece.
yeah, like that whole thing where it's music and film is meant to tell part of the story that isn't being told visually, I think, and I think that definitely applies to your film. Um, I don't want to. I'm gonna have to ask you these questions at the hopefully at the festival, because that's all I had was just theories and stuff.
I know. I'd love to talk to you about it. I'd love to hear what the theories are. And really, you know, I have a theory myself, but uh, I, I, I I am the writer. But it's more. It's not up to me to say what it means. It's really not. I presented this. I have a theory, and I'd love to hear other people's theories as well in terms of how they interpret a lot of the things that are going on, because I think it's very personal. I've spoken to a bunch of people, some of the actors, they all have a slightly different take on it. And some of them are very deep and profound and personal. Others are more cursory. It's a little bit more on the surface. But I think everybody will have something to say about it when it's done.
I
That's
agree.
my hope.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I hope I'm there for when you're answering the questions and stuff too. You might have a lot.
I may
Um,
have to ask myself the questions because I think I'm the moderator in my block.
right.
So
Yeah. Yeah. You can like go back and forth and stand on one side. Um, that does remind me. I like thinking like music terms sometimes too. If you're familiar with the band LCD Sound System, no, they have this kind of like indie alternative rock. They have a song called "Someone Great" and it's about loss. And throughout the song, you don't know who it is. And the writer said when he's asked about it, he says, "I am never going to say who this is about or what. It could be about a relationship ending. It could be about losing a loved one, and it's just he wants the audience to give their own meaning to it." And I'm
it's
picking up.
beautiful.
Oh, it's a great song. I would check it out.
I will check it out. But yeah, I mean, it's I don't want to. I don't want to take that experience away from the audience person. I'm sure this is not an original thought, but uh, I think that if the director or the writer puts too much definite meaning into the film, it's hard to walk away with your own personal meaning of what it actually means to you.
Exactly.
If you want that interpretation. And I think that this gives an opportunity for people to feel it and to see if this is something that resonates with them. Or it could be used very lighthearted and they go in and they laugh at a couple different places. Maybe they feel something a little bit unsettling during it as well. And they get to experience that on their own and draw their own interpretation.
I love that. About watching it and everything. We are coming to the end of our interview, unfortunately, and like I said, I will be finding you immediately at the festival to give my theories. When this wins the Oscar, who is the first person you're going to thank and why?
Well, after I thank you, Mike, for actually making me think of this here, I am going to probably thank my absolutely wonderful cast Love those guys so much. And our technical team, Matt, the director of photography and the editor, and RJ Pennington, who was there with the sound and also helped with the assistant editing, and Nika, who was part of the assistant editing as well. All of us came together with this vision on a very cold, very early Sunday morning, and we put this vision together, and I think that this team is very special, and they're just an integral part of the actual output. So they're the ones that are going to get the thanks.
Yeah, and your check's in the mail for when you thank me. Yeah, I could definitely feel the chemistry. Like you could feel it through the screen, honestly, when I was watching it. Our final question is, will you be able to attend the festival with us this year?
Absolutely. I plan to be there as much as I can, hopefully each day. I attended last year. It was just a wonderful experience, and I'm very much looking forward to attending again.
I agree. I am looking forward. I might watch it like 5 more times before the actual festival. But
Awesome.
once again, that is Pencils by Robert Mandelberg. It is being shown Sunday, March 28th, 2026, in Block JS33 from 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Robert, I had a great time speaking with you. I can't wait to get to bug you with all these theories at the festival. So thank you for joining me today.
You're awesome, Mike. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Of course, yeah. So we'll see you in March.
Sounds good.
Have a good one.